this is Ranger Rob, and welcome to the Ranger Rob Country Living channel. This could be the glorious day ever. Why? Because Facebook is down, and Instagram. What do you think, guys? Think that's a good thing? Here's Cinder. You guys barking at the neighbors? So yeah. Even though a lot of us use marketing and all that stuff with Facebook and all that stuff, it's be like the glorious thing. Unfortunately, I got a feeling it's temporary. And be interesting to see why they went down. But yeah, Facebook is dead. Yay! Ding dong, the Facebook's dead. So like I said, this guy has this good and bads, but I think society-wise, that'd be the greatest thing ever happened. So yesterday we went to Wilson Farm, had a great time, super nice people, and my son took care of our property for us while we were gone, which was really nice to have a day off. And so I've got to check and see how all the tanks are doing, and feed my chickens and all other good stuff, and go from there. So yesterday, Sherry and I, went to Wilson Farm, and we were telling them that we're trying to address permaculture in some of our property. And the guy goes, "Oh, there's a movie you got to watch." And it's like, "Oh yeah, I've heard that before." And it's called The Biggest Little Farm, and it's on Amazon. And he goes, "Oh, you'll be in tears at the end too." And it's like, okay. So Sherry and I got home last night. It's like, let's go ahead and see if we can find that movie. So we went to Amazon, typed in Biggest Little Farm, and in 2019 is when they made it, or it launched. And we watched it, and it was amazing. It was actually one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. And yes, it will make you cry, or at least pout, give you the old Little House on the Prairie quivering lip thing. So anyway, it's called Biggest Little Farm. I highly recommend the movie. Go to Amazon right now and rent it. I think it's $4.99 to rent. We bought it. It's 14 bucks. Anyway, so totally worth it. So that brings me to the discussion of permaculture, and what it is a cycle of life. So it was really quite interesting. And so once I've watched that, and plus I've been studying a lot of Joel Salatin information, is I can start to identify things in this property that I go, why is this not growing very well, or why does this look like what? And I'm realizing the cycle of life isn't here on certain parts. Then I've noticed, because we brought in all the gardens and stuff like that, and some animals, we've actually seen more particular things like frogs. We've seen a few more of the gopher snakes around here, and I never saw them before. So what that's telling me is I've started the cycle of life a little bit more here on the property. I'm so far away from that, because whenever something gets out of balance, means that something else is out of balance, or something needs to be added. What I'm lacking is letting the animals do the work on this property to start the cycle. So we are going to start our pigs out in this little section. It's going to be an experiment. And yes, they're going to mess that part of the grass up. They don't dig or root like other pigs, but it won't look as pretty. And we're going to stop maintaining some of this grass back here and allow it to grow, and then see if we can't get the chickens we have over here are going to retire next year. But since they've been kind of our first layers, it's like, let's free range them on the property So we'll probably clip their wings and bring in some electric mobile fencing and let them work this area. And let's see what happens when we introduce animals to the property. At the same time, in the back, where I've showed you before in the prior video, we're going to introduce ground cover and water. And when we get our pigs, we're going to teach them how to use paddocks and electric fencing and move them around in this part of the property and see if we can bring it to life. See if it will, what it will do to the soil between ground cover, animals, and eventually even rotate chickens out in that property. And maybe I'll create a mobile chicken hutch, or a mobile, if I got hens out there, a mobile egg hutch for them, and let them free range, which would just give the property a lot of help. And two, I'd have even better quality eggs than I already have. So, thinking out loud, interesting to see things that I didn't notice before, like some improvements in, and of course whenever you do something like this, you bring in predators you're not used to, like aphids, and we also had the hornworms, stuff like that, that we never noticed them before until you actually start introducing more plants. And what this is lacking is there's nothing developing the soil. It's just sage and junipers and some cheatgrass. But what if? It just can't help but think about it. And yes, I'm talking about a lot of work. And I've also got to find processes that makes this an easy process. So I'm thinking now that the weather's going to start changing and might get a little more rainy, that would be the time to introduce cover crop seeds to that area there and see if I can't get them started, because I know I'll be fighting birds, and two, they're going to need some water, and I would like to let nature do that a little bit through the winter. So I'm kind of thinking this will be my experimental part, this part of the property in the back. And this side is similar but a little more rocky, but here I can kind of monitor it every day quite easily. So, and I definitely will have to build some fences to seal off the back of the property. So yeah, we got a lot of things to do. And just kind of sharing the information with you. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And yeah, have you ever been interested in permaculture? Are you interested in making your property kind of work with the nature a little? Anyway, if you watch that movie I was telling you about, Biggest Little Farm, it'll definitely tell you what I'm thinking about and what might work for your property. Well guys, a little later in the day, I had to run some errands. Also, I went to some feed stores and stuff to kind of go study some different equipment and stuff I may need in the future. Kind of looking at how I'm going to deal with electric fencing and stuff. And I also have another farm we're going to go visit tomorrow, and just talk to them, and which would mean if we do that, we may actually get pigs sooner. So luckily they're kind of local, and they said I could bring a camera, so I'll bring you along on that trip too. So yeah, lots of things cooking. Another thing that we're really getting interested in is making a mobile chicken tractor with that has the ability for them to lay their eggs in, and start figuring out how to get these chickens a little more freedom by learning how to cut their wings and allow them to move throughout the property in a movable electric paddock. So so yeah, a lot of research, a lot of things. Like I said, I really do have an interest in cycle of life of trying to regenerate our soil and keep it real healthy. So anyway, that's all I have for today, guys. I want to thank you very much for watching. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos. all over the whole wide world. We appreciate it. And tomorrow's video, by the way, will be the tour of Wilson Farm, and also you'll be able to see their actually it's not yesterday, it was the day before. I gotta remember when this is coming out. The next video after this, you'll be able to see the farm over here in Redmond, Oregon with the Idaho pasture pigs. So anyway, guys, please take the time to say hello in the comments below, and like and share our videos all over. It really would help us. Well, we really appreciate it. So guys, have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye now.
Our videos are made possible by Ranger Rob Poopy Bags, available at Amazon right now. Thank you very much for watching our video. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Thanks.